Hello guys, Uncle Pat in the house. It's been a long time na hindi ako nakapag-upload ng video, and for this channel it would be my first video for this channel together with my wife, Lynn. And today's video is we're gonna tackle about how to process F6 visa. Okay? So, yan po yung tatalakay natin for today. F6 visa. So, any one of you, if you are a Filipino married to a Korean citizen, whether male or female, or your husband or your wife, as long as they are Korean citizen, then you plan to live in Korea, settle there, then we need to have this visa, which is the F6-1 visa or F6 visa. So, ang visa po na yan is we are going to migrate from Philippines. Tayo po ay going to Korea and live there with our spouse. So these are the requirements that we need to secure if you are going to have our F6 visa. If you don't know, you could check the list of requirements at overseas.mofa.go.kr. Overseas, overseas.mofa.go.kr. I will put the link at the description or at the comment box po, mga kaibigan. You would be able to find like this kind of paper or this kind of list of requirements. For the Filipino spouse, it would be very easy to secure the visa, okay? Because there are only few requirements that the Korea embassy needed us to secure. For example, your passport, your PSA birth certificate, PSA marriage certificate, your NBI, and for my case, mga kaibigan, I went to Korea for 4 years already, and I worked there as a missionary. So there are some requirements that I was able to skip. Okay? So like for example, the language test. Yan. I think for those Filipino spouse na hindi pa punta ng Korea or nakapag-work sa Korea, I think the Korean language test is a little bit hard to secure because you need to study Hangul or Korean language. That one and your medical certificate. So all of the things that I have stated is inside the link that I will be putting in the comment box. And for the Korean spouse, it is indicated already in the list of documents. So I think the Korean spouse would have a much longer time and stressful time to secure all the documents kasi po ang dami nilang kukunin na documents, and most of the filing visa requirements ay nanggagaling po sa inyong Korean spouse. So they would need for example, for my wife, she needs the series of documents sa bahay nila, sa work niya, and sa bank niya, like this and like that one. And there's still a lot more na kukunin sa iyong Korean spouse. But you could get all of those things sa website sa Korean embassy. And now my experience when I already secure my visa requirements is I went to Manila because now I'm living here in Bukidnon. And dun po mga kaibigan, dinala ko po yung mga requirements ko. But then, I just want you to be oriented that the person who will be talking to you in the Korean embassy is a Korean citizen. And when they try to talk to you, their English is not that really good. So for me, when I try to talk with the Korean immigration or embassy officer, I really had a hard time understanding his English statements because I think he's not really good at speaking English. So that time, there are a lot of documents that I really need to secure. For my case, for the Filipino spouse, the embassy officer did not accept my my tuberculosis medical certificate. Kasi they need the result of the X-ray, okay? Not the mere certificate itself, like the certificate indicating that you are negative from tuberculosis. No, I think for my case, they don't need it. The one that they need is the result itself. Okay, nanggagaling sa medical technologist or sa X-ray department like this and like that one. So they need that one. So I need to, from Manila, I need to go back here in Bukidnon to get that document. And fortunately, the embassy officer just told me na I would just like email it to that specific email address. And the next thing is there are a lot of documents na hinahanap ng embassy officer sa wife ko. And at that time po mga kaibigan, my wife forced to travel from Korea to Philippines in order to bring those documents. So my tip is when you go to the Korea embassy, you really need to bring your Korean spouse. Dapat dadalhin nyo yung husband nyo or your fiancé nyo for them to make a good communication with the embassy officer. So after my wife brought the remaining documents na hinahanap ng embassy officer, then the embassy officer took my passport and I paid 2,000 pesos. And I did not wait in Manila to get my passport according sa binigay nila na schedule sa akin to pick up my passport. But then I just paid some courier fee for them to send my passport with the visa from Manila to Bukidnon. Now when you have received your passport and hopefully na they would give you also the visa or they would grant you visa going to Korea, at kung nakapasa kayo sa F6 visa, spouse visa, then they would give you this kind of paper. They don't give stickers sa passport nyo, but instead they would give you this kind of paper. Here, in this paper, it's indicating your information from your passport and the visa details. So according here, the date of issue, it was issued on April 28th. This is for my visa. And the validity of this visa is until July 28th. So this is just a single entry. So if I'm going to Korea and I don't secure my alien registration card, when I go back to the Philippines and try to enter Korea again, it's really impossible. I need to get the visa, but when I will be arriving in Korea and secure my ARC or alien registration card, then whenever I go back to the Philippines and try to go back to Korea, then I could just easily enter South Korea. So now, those are just the experiences that I had when I processed my F6 visa. So I hope po na itong short video ko na to is makakatulong sa inyo, and if you have questions, just comment it down below because I would really love to answer all of your questions according to my knowledge. For my next video, I would be vlogging about my CFO experience, and the CFO experience is a way more waiting for the CFO kasi medyo po matagal yung process ng CFO aside from processing this F6 visa. So thank you so much for watching our video and see you onto the next video. Bye-bye!